All right, we're going to get started. I am finally live here. Sorry for being a few minutes late. Had to kind of figure out the streaming from Zoom to YouTube this morning. For some reason, I just couldn't make it work. Anyway, hey guys, happy May 4th. It's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And it's also my brother Kelly's birthday today. So I'll give him a big shout out. He's if you watch any of my podcasts and stuff, you probably already know Kelly pretty well. He went on an RV trip for like a year long, and I did about 3 or 4 podcasts with him. He also does a lot of my video work, for the podcast and the promo videos and all that kind of stuff. He's an awesome guy living down in Maryland, and a big shout out to him. Happy birthday and have a great day. So today we're going to do the Monday morning market update. And let's see, I got just a few things to go through with you. And it's kind of like starting to see some positive news. We're hearing about some places around the country starting to open up, and I hope it's the right decision. I mean, geez, I'd love to get back to some sort of normal. And I know we got to take it slow and all that stuff, but it's kind of exciting to see that happen. And it's really helping the housing market a lot, I believe. And, so we're seeing a lot of activity, and you'll see that as we go through our Monday morning market update. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys a few things like I do every week. Let's see. Screen share. There we go. Share that screen. So you guys should see my screen in a minute. All right, I'll give it a second. Okay, I'm going to assume you guys see it. So let's see. Couple slides here, like I always go through. I only got 2 of them this week because I don't want to keep going through the same information. If you want to check out like how, the V curve, how the economy is going to recover and all that stuff, I talk about that. It seems like every week, and you can see that on previous week recordings. But this is where, we're really starting to see some good news in the housing market. I wanted to show these couple things off. So you see this slide here that you see on the screen. Housing supply remains at historically low levels. I've talked about inventory levels a lot over the last few years, really, and they are down. Inventory is way, way down once again. So we're going to see price growth likely to slow, but it's important to know that it's not likely going to go negative. Okay. Like in previous weeks, we talked about how projections were like almost 5% growth. And now they're saying maybe 3% growth. We got to remember that's still not a negative number. It's still a positive growth. So I thought that was promising news, kind of backing that up. And this is some new information that I'm throwing out to you guys this morning. And I thought it was really great to see. So this here, you can see this is by a company called Showing Time. Showing Time is a company that helps us. It's a software company. It helps us manage showings at our listings. So when we have a listing, like other brokers kind of log into Showing Time and say, hey, I want to see the property at this, boom, 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 and we can confirm it, deny it, get feedback, and all that kind of stuff. So the beauty of that is they're able to keep track of how many showings are happening. And man, this is great news. The beginning of the year, showings were way up. Kind of, as we knew, just, any listing's going to get a lot of activity. But then we hit the coronavirus here and just tanked way down low. But look at this, we're starting to come right back up, and we're almost back to normal there as far as the amount of showings going out, or amount of showings being requested. And geez, that's great news. It just goes to show that people are starting to feel more comfortable. We're safer out there. We're taking better precautions, and people are okay going out to see houses. So great news for the housing market. And I hope it all works out. I hope everybody everybody stays safe, and, nobody gets sick and all that stuff. But anyway, this was good, positive news, I thought. That's all for slides today. I'll jump into, gotta get rid of that. Jump in. Let's see if I can squeak into that one. That's not the right one. There we go. So this is the MLS. I'll kind of show you the hot sheets and all that stuff. And I'm also kind of excited now that we're into May, we'll be able to look at the comparison of April to 2020 and 2019. And that's where like not so good news comes in, but it's a month ago. And, and what's happening right now, a month is like an eternity. So anyway, let's see, we're going to jump. You know what? I'm going to do the market summary first, just because, you'll see how April was the month, as I kind of predicted, where we would see some pretty big dips in what's happening. I think I still have it up here because I just ran it not too long ago. So market summary for April. There we go. So this is we're gonna see some numbers here for the month of April in Cumberland County, all residential. So we shouldn't be seeing any numbers reflecting land or multi-units or commercial, anything like that. It's all residential, all price ranges. Okay. So Cumberland County, we got number of listings. You'll see the dates here going all the way back to last year, kind of bumped up in the middle of the year, came way down, and we're down here. Listing prices kind of, okay, that's the median price and all that stuff. So that's, that's good to look at as far as what's happening there. Let's see, absorption rate is how many months worth of inventory we have. And you'll see we're going all the way back to last year. Geez, we were way up in the 3-month mark, but we're all the way back under 2 months. And this is where I've said again, it is months worth of inventory can be hyper local. Like the Portland area is probably much lower than actually 2 months of inventory. And let's see, days on market. You'll see this goes way down here. We just jumped down to almost 40 days. That's an average days on market. And that's, again, in some areas, it's going to be a lot less. So this is what, I've kind of talked about every week. So we'll kind of look at this here to be able to now compare April's data. I've been looking at March's data, and I was always kind of thinking and saying that, hey, I think we're going to see, bigger dips. But, so let's take a look. So sold listings in April 2020 to 2019 will come all the way down to the bottom. You'll see, look, we're down 16%. All right, just as we thought, it does dip. Pending listings, which is what we really look at, because that means, properties that have gone under contract. So that's really kind of important as far as, people are actually stepping up to the plate. All right, and this is down 40%, pending listings. So that's what I thought. I thought we would see bigger numbers on this, and we are for April. I think when we get to May, we might start seeing some positive growth there. So we'll have to wait until we get into June to see the May numbers. But active listings, see, we're down 32% over last year. And then new listings, like listings hitting the market, we're down 45%. Big drops there for the month of April. Expected, not surprised. But what we do have to look at is new listings that came on. There was still 730 new listings that came on last month. And there was still 346 properties that went under contract last month. So those are still some big numbers there. Activity is still happening. So the last thing we'll do is we'll jump in the hot sheets. And I'm going to take some notes as we go, because I realize I'd like to put some of these stats right in the comments of the, when I post the video. So bear with me here. First off, this is my 24-hour hot sheet because I live in Cape Elizabeth. So I keep a close eye on these towns right here. I have other hot sheets set up for other towns. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Residential land, multifamily. Again, this is the 24-hour hot sheet, which I believe it covers Friday and then through the weekend. So here's the numbers for that. So again, this is just a couple of days. Yeah, May 1st to May 4th. Here we go. 16 new listings hit the market. We had 2 closings. We had 3 of them go under contract, a couple of them back on the market, a couple price changes. What's kind of neat is we didn't see any withdrawals, no cancel listings. Geez, that's kind of nice. We're not seeing people, we didn't see anybody kind of withdraw their listing out of there. That's great. And still had a couple closings just in that 24-hour period, and a couple things went under contract. So that's good news. Let's see, we'll go back to the hot sheets, and something I also show you guys every week is we're going to do a custom hot sheet. I got residential land and multifamily. I'm going to go back a week because I always do. So that would be the 27th to the 4th. We're going to look at Cumberland County, and we're going to check out all those listings there. So let's run that. So Cumberland County, in just this week, new listings, give me 137 new listings came on the market this past week. Let's see. Price changes, 43 price changes. So we had some people come down in price. We had 94 closings. 94 closings this past week, which means probably beginning of March Mid-March is when they went under contract. But we had 90 properties go under contract this past week. Just this past week, 89. Geez, that's awesome. Past week, we had about 40 properties expire. Some of those might just go right back on the market. Withdrawn, we had 16 people say, hey, I'm not doing that. And 7 people. So really, what is that? 23 people that kind of said, hey, I'm done with this for now. See what happens. All right. But still, look, new listings, 137 new listings and 90 under contract just in a week. It's awesome. Things are still moving. So anyway, those are the numbers. I'm going to consider you guys updated. Let's stop my screen share here and go back here. Hey guys, hopefully that was helpful. I appreciate you guys watching, and of course, I'll post this recording so you can keep an eye on it, refresh if you want to come back to it. And let me see, before I hop out, I want to make sure that we don't have any questions or comments that maybe I can answer right now. Any questions? Any comments? Let's see. We got a little bit of a lag, so I'll sit here for a couple seconds and see if anything pops in. Probably not, but I'll check anyway. I think we're good to go, guys. Hey, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week. I'm going to do this every week at 9:30 a.m. Sorry for being a little late this morning. Hopefully it was helpful. Leave some comments below. If you have any questions, send me an email, doug@makemainyourhome.com. Check out my website, makemainyourhome.com. And of course, remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/makemainyourhome. And remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. See you next week, guys.